Hey guys, and how do you do? So today I thought I would do what I'm going to call super duper video. I did not do it where I was putting the makeup on my face and talking to you guys along the way because I'm really bad at talking and doing my makeup, so that would have been like too long of a video. But what I did want to do was use nothing but items that were dupes for other items so that you could see that you can achieve those beautiful looks without spending an arm and a leg. So it's a pretty long list because I pretty much did my whole look of what you're seeing today in nothing but dupes of other items, like for high-end items. If you have a lot of the high-end items and you want to just, you know, fill in some of the other things for that, that's fine. Me personally, I have had a good time spending a lot of money on makeup, but at the same time now, like, I really need to start being a little bit more cost efficient, and so that's why I'm trying to look and find out more about dupes and quality. And now that I have used the higher end stuff, I do know, like, quality wise, if it is truly a dupe. So everything that I use today is a true dupe of what it says it is. So like I said, it's a long list. It's this full face. It's not the best face, but because I was trying to do nothing but dupes for other items, it kind of limited my range. I'm not crazy about this lip. We'll discuss that as we get to it. But starting off, first of all, regardless of what moisturizer you use, that's going to be your personal preference. I have fallen in love with this Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm as my moisturizer, and it kind of helps as an additional primer, so everything kind of stays. I can do this look and it's going to stay until I want to take it off. So this has helped a lot with that. This is about $6 in the store. This is an optional thing to add. Like, you don't have to do this if you're just going to do the primer thing. I do this, like I said, it's my personal preference, and I use it as the moisturizer part. So that's usually what I do first. And this bottle is a little bit bulky. It is glass. So that was kind of an issue for me because it was hard for me to pour out a lot of the time. With, you know, it would come out a lot and you only need a little bit. So what I ended up doing was, when one of my e.l.f. Primer bottles ran out, I emptied it out, pulled it apart, cleaned it out, and then I put the Nivea in there, and now I have a little bottle, but it does say Nivea on it. Because, you know, I wasn't going to spend money for something I could already have. Like, I just did it myself. And that leads us to the second thing, which is the primer. And this is the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. This is a dupe for the Smashbox. I also heard that, so this is $6. The Smashbox one is $32. And then there's another brand called NYX that has a primer that's supposed to be also a dupe for the Smashbox, which is the Photo Loving Primer, and that one's $13. This is $6. I think I'm gonna stick with this. Now, when this runs out, I might try the next one just to see how much of a difference there is. But, you know, this I know I've been using this for a while now. It is a dupe for the Smashbox. So then we went into foundation. Now, the one that was a dupe for the MAC Studio, which is $27, was the Fit Me. And this is the Matte and Poreless. This is $6. So yeah, and I love the way it sits on my face. I've never had a problem with this, with separation, anything like that. So even if this is one of the ones I use the most, the second one I use a lot is Milani, and they're both drugstore, but this one is a dupe for the MAC Studio. So you save $21 price difference on those two. Then the next thing I go in with was my concealer. Now, I had been using the Naked Skin concealer, and I love it. It's $28 for this little bottle. $28. Like, man, yeah, that's probably why I'm broke a lot of the time. But the dupe for that was this Master Conceal, and this one's $8. And this one, honestly, I want to say it's got just a tad bit less, but it works just as good. And this is only $8. So, you know, right there, that's $20 savings. So these are the dupes for each other. And then the banana powder, the Ben Nye, it's not really expensive. It's about $15. But the problem is finding it. A dupe for that was this Coty Airspun that my grandma used to use. Like, I'm pretty sure if you're in my age range, you remember when this stuff came in like a cardboard box. I mean, it looked all the same, the colors were the same, but it was actually cardboard. Now it's in a plastic container. But if you, like I said, if you're in my age range, you remember your grandma and your aunties using this. And this is only $5, so it's a really good price. It works really well, obviously, because it's been around since our grandma's. The next thing I went in with was, now I did my brows. They're a little crazy today because I need to get them trimmed, but you know, they are, for what they are, they came out all right. And what I used was, okay, so there's all these different products out there and stuff, but because I usually go with a darker brow anyways, I actually use this $3 e.l.f. Gel eyeliner, and it is a dupe for the Anastasia brow pomade. So if you use that pomade, try this, and this is $3, and that pomade is, I believe, $18. So, you know, if you just want to try it, $3 is not a lot to try, to lose if you don't like it. But I like the way it goes on. It does stay. I have, you know, gotten caught in the rain, and my eyebrows don't go anywhere. So, you know, $3 e.l.f. eyeliner for the eyebrows. And then for my actual eyeshadow, I don't know if you can see too well. It's, you know, it is what it is. My camera is what it is. But this is the W7 in the Nude. I got this off Amazon. I spent, with tax, because it was $10 and then it was $5 shipping, I spent $15 on this. This is a dupe for the Naked 3 palette. Now, some of the things about this is it's a little cheaply made because the lid does come right off. But if you look at the colors in here, they are exact replicas for that Naked 3 palette, and they're even in the same position. The colors in the same position as that Naked 3. And so I used this to do a look that I had seen on YouTube of them using the Naked 3, and all I did was kind of just see where they were pulling the colors from and use that coordinating color on my eye. And, you know, considering that the Naked 3 is $54, this was, I think, a really good, and that's $54 before tax. So you're probably looking at closer to almost $60 for that palette, and this is $15. So, you know, what is that? A fourth of the cost, something like that. Anyways, and then I'm not a big fan of, like, well, not that I'm not a fan, because I have done it in the past where you do the thick black eyeliner, but I've just gotten really into tight lining, which is just going under your lash line and just, you know, not having to deal with the messiness if you mess up and having to do a thicker line. So I've been tight lining a lot, and it takes seconds, so it actually makes my makeup routine a little faster when I just tight line. And again, the e.l.f. liner, $3, black, beautiful, does not move once it's set. I was actually, and this is for the MAC Fluid Gel. It's similar, it's very similar. I've had that one, but actually I think this one dries a little faster than that one. So like I said, $3. Try it. If you don't like it, you only spend $3. Then I just bronzed a little bit because everybody's got this beautiful bronzy skin lately, and I want that, but at the same time, I don't want to sit in the sun to get it. So bronzers, baby, bronzers. So the one that I went in with today is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Oh, this smells so good. It smells like summer. Like, it smells like coconuts. It smells like bronzer, like or suntan lotion, like the delicious smelling beginning of summer coconut smell. That's what this smells like. And this was a dupe for the Urban Decay Bronzed. Now, I'm taking forever to open it. So this is the Urban Decay Bronzed, and then the Butter Bronzer. Now, the good thing about the Butter Bronzer is they're very similar in color, but the Butter Bronzer honestly blends a little bit more creamy. Like, it goes on a lot easier than this powdered one, which is surprising because this is $30 and this is $15. Now, this is a little bit expensive for a drugstore find, but the quality of it is well worth it. So $15, and it's actually working better than the high-end stuff. Yeah, that's gonna be what you want in your life. Then I went in with my blush. I used the Milani Luminoso. Where's that at? The Milani Luminoso, and this is supposed to be a dupe for the NARS Orgasm Blush. I've never tried the NARS brand, so I don't know if it is a true dupe. I just know that I did see on 2 different tutorials that people said that this was a dupe for that. So I tried it. So I really don't know if it truly is, but you know, like I said, they said it was a dupe, so I tried it and this is what I had on hand, so why not? The NARS Orgasm is $30. This Milani Luminoso is $7. And Walmart has a lot of times the deals where if you buy one, you get another one 50% off. So if you're wanting to try the Milani brand, which is so fantastic. I mean, the 2 things that, if you're not going to try anything else from that brand, I suggest you try their Milani 2-in-1 Perfection foundation and this. I mean, if that's all you're going to try, I suggest so many other things, but if you're only going to try 2 things, those would be the 2 that I recommend. Then I went in with my highlighter, and as you can see, I went a bit heavy with my highlighter because I like to glow. Ooh, that glow though. Anyway, so the one that I wanted to have the look of was the Becca Champagne Pop. This one is $38. $38. And I went in with the dupe, which is the Wet n Wild Fergie palette. Now, this is actually, it was a limited edition item. So this is actually, it's not going to say Fergie on it when you buy it. They do have it still in the stores. I don't know how good you can see. If I put it sideways, you can maybe get a better look at the color is in there. Because this palette is actually called Hollywood Boulevard. So even though it's not going to say Fergie, just look for Hollywood Boulevard. And this is what the colors you're going to want to look for. And it is indeed a dupe for Champagne Pop. I'm going to swatch them and see if you can see them on the camera. This one's going to be... Maybe you can't, but let me put the other next to it. Okay. Can you see that? Maybe I should put it on the top of my arm. That was Champagne Pop. Okay, maybe. Can you see that? Right, well, maybe. But either way, they are dupes. Just, you can kind of tell. But yeah, so these are dupes for each other. Like I said, $38. This is $7. So that's going to be a good buy right there, because it's got a lot of product actually. Like the Becca one has 0.28 ounces. This has 4.4 ounces. So this one has a lot more product. This one actually has a little under half of the same. I mean, this is just, come on. Okay, and then I went in with, now I usually use the Superhero It mascara. I could not find it so that to show you the comparison, but what I went in with as a dupe was this NYX Faux Lash. With mascaras, it's not really hard to find a dupe because, you know, unless it's a specific thing that something does, like it curls or it enhances. What I like about this NYX Faux Lash is I have very non-existent under eyelashes. The only reason you're even able to see them right now is because I was able to get really close. I was able to get really close because this is just a really thin eyeliner one. So if you have non-existent or thin under eyelashes and you find it hard to get there without touching and making a mess, this is going to probably be good for you. Oh, I don't want to grab the other one. I was going to do a comparison of the wands with another wand so that you could see how small this one truly is. But if I do that, I'm going to move the camera. It's going to be a mess. So let's not do that. But I mean, like I said, this is a very thin wand compared to my eye. You can see it's, you know, it gets in there. So I didn't like this for the upper eyelash. I didn't think it did much. But for bottom eyelash, this was fantastic. And this, the It one that I usually use is $30. This was $6. So to me, it was worth it. And then finally, I went in with my finishing spray. Now, I normally use the Urban Decay All Nighter. It's $30 for the bottle. Today I used the Master Fix. This is $13, but it works just as good. It works just as good. Don't spend your money if you don't have to. This was fantastic. I have the same finish that I would have had I sprayed the more expensive stuff. I did do a calculation. Oh wait, last thing, the thing we were going to talk about. On my lips, I did the ColourPop Limbo. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Kylie Jenner lip kit for the, I believe it's True Brown. If you see that my lips have a little bit of a sheen to them, it's because this was just way too dark and flat for my liking. So all I did was I grabbed my highlighter brush and I just tapped onto my lips a little bit and added a little bit of glow, because you know, highlight fixes everything. But this was supposedly the dupe for that, and Kylie's kit is like almost $40, I think, after you pay for the shipping. And this, I actually bought this when it was on sale, and then it had free shipping. So honestly, this one cost me, I think, $4.20. So that was a good deal, but it looks nothing like what's inside. I mean, I thought it was going to be lighter. I thought it was going to be a little bit more maroony. It's just too dark for me. But like I said, the whole purpose to this video was just to show you dupes of other items. I'm sure I have so many lipsticks that I probably had dupes for other things that I could have done and probably would have gone better. But the big thing right now was those Kylie kits, and so I wanted to do a comparison of that. I wanted to do a dupe of that so that y'all have some options instead of spending your hard-earned money. Can't talk. Spending your hard-earned money on somebody who really don't need it. So let's see. At the end of the day, had you bought all of the high-end items and done your whole face with high-end, the cost on doing your face would have been $348.50. Using all of this low-end stuff that I've used today, it was $94. Now, I'm sure you can do a cheaper look. I'm sure you don't have to do all these steps like I do. But I just wanted to let you know what the price difference actually was at the end of the day. If you use the high-end stuff, if you go the cheaper route, that's going to be, you know, everybody's got their own preference. Some of y'all only will use the name brand stuff, which is fine. But I just wanted my girls who are on a budget like me to know there are options. If you like more videos like this, I'm thinking of doing one where I do a $25 makeup look challenge, which is I will only be allowed to spend $25 and I must be able to do a makeup look from start to finish. If that's something that y'all want to see, like the video. Let me know what your input is. Let me know if you want me to search down some more dupes for you guys. I love doing that because I love saving money and I like being able to test. I'm going to be getting in the Sweet Peach palette. However, I don't think it's real. I found it off a website and I spent $16 on it, and that was with free shipping and handling. So I'm fairly certain that's going to be a fake product. But I am going to be borrowing a friend of mine's actual real palette, and I'm going to compare the two so that way you girls out there who are actually on a budget don't go and get suckered by these people who are going to probably buy them really cheaply and then try to turn around and sell them for $30 telling you it's a real product. I want you guys to be safe. I want you guys to be able to know that your girls got your back, because I do. We will roll up on them together trying to sell that fake shit. Not here, honey boo boo. But anyway, you guys, it was nice talking to you again. I haven't been on for a minute. I've missed you all. So, like I said, like these videos if you want to see more. If you have some ideas, if you want to come over and play with some makeup with me, message me. We can do that. But as always, good night and how do you do?